Hello everybody and welcome to part 7 of Assaltya. Everything's going pretty well, so I say let's just get right into it. And as soon as I hit pass, I see the horse light up around everybody. So, interesting. The most illiterate people. There are people above us, even after all we've done. That's crazy. Of course, it's all unmet people. We should find them and conquer them. Alrighty. So yeah, we're unable to develop this at the moment, which is unfortunate because of civil service, but the road, the gold, a little more important. We'll be able to make this up soon enough. Let's see. We'll check to see if we can kill, otherwise we'll just leave them be. Well, we had these two here that were coming over here. This one came down first. But I'll tell you what, okay, I have two thoughts on this. The first being that is if this camp throws off another barbarian while we're chasing down this one, that's fine. It's like in the middle of nowhere. It'll either go here or just hang out and we'll kill it later. But if this one was to throw off a barbarian while we're chasing this one, it could come for our developed land. So let's go for that one first. And then my second thought is we were already in an awkward position of the ranged leading the melee, and by chasing after this one, the melee will be leading the ranged, if only so slightly. Gold to Enrico Dendalo. He is showing that he wants horses. He also sounds very upset.
Cosa?
So let's see if he'll do 2 for 3.
Yes, è una proposta ridicola.
Alright, let's try 1 for 1, and since he's got 4 gold and we've got oodles of horses, we can just try. Okay, so that's nice. Evens us out there. Made peace with Hanoi, but of course. Okay, Royal Library is finished here. Gold is an issue, and markets are maintenance free. On the other hand, I think that we're, especially with civil service coming online, we're going to be approaching a time frame where happiness could potentially become an issue. We do have 2 cities that can build circuses, so maybe we leave that to them. Okay, main event time, right? Let's see. We know he's coming here to threaten slapping the city. He's going to cross the river here. Oh, let's see here. I guess it's not so simple, huh? Let's bring him here. And hold. I think I decided at the end of the last episode that the third range is going to come straight for Daegu because there's just not going to be enough room or time for him to influence over there. So let's see, if we step him in like this and step him in like this, we know he's coming here, and since he's just scouting ahead anyways, we'll just give him his movement points. And now the question is whether to move this guy across the river here or here. I don't really see it making a difference either way. I mean, obviously we would step and shoot. Well, okay, I guess I just answered my question. Not only do I think this is better because it's not marsh, not that it matters here, but you know, best practices, I like to do that. But from here, we can actually step and shoot over here, too. So, like, if he runs away, or if there's somebody out here that decides to come in, there's that. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack this guy, just because we can. We'll hit with this guy first, because he's going to hit the hardest, because he's not attacking over the river. And he has more attack power anyways. And then, he could stay here to influence everybody. We don't need to influence him, though. But we also don't need to move him, so we're just going to leave him sit tight there, because why not? Alert. Okay, so we want to end up here to get more eyes along the coast. So we'll step here, and it actually did matter. 2, 3, 4. Okay. This guy, we can go ahead and pre-build the roads through here. It would be nice if he had some help, but probably not the case. So we'll step and pre-build, come here, fully pre-build, and then come back. We've already put in a turn here, and now we just put in a turn here, so it'll be like 2 here, 1, boom. And that's why I was walking to one extreme and then the other, because that way we're not stuck in a position where we either have to waste our movement or put down a road tile where it's not really going to help. Okay, that's everything for this. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. We contribute. Who was that? Was that? Okay, Singapore. Kathmandu, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, we would have to make an effort to go for that. We could, but I really don't see the point. Our money's actually doing fabulous. In fact, off camera, I kind of came up with one idea that I want to do with the money, namely try and time the capital's growth to lag behind engineering so that we could buy an
The only
aqueduct
thing that
in the
saves us
capital.
from the bureaucracy
Okay,
is its
civil
inefficiency.
service is here. Now that means we have to check. Oh wow, there's all kinds of stuff going on. He's still within range, so I'm going to go ahead and click this because we know we're going to do that. So, civil service is here. One thing that means is pikemen. We only have one spearman, and he's over here out of bounds, so there's nothing we can do about that. What we can do is go city by city and check our distribution. For example, if we really wanted to, we could give up a faith here to move this to there. I don't think that's worthwhile. Gold's hurting. I don't think this is worthwhile. So we're just going to let it go for now. This city picks up one here. This is going to be our Petra city, assuming we can complete it. This city is now going to actually start growing even faster, which is fine. It was playing from behind anyways. The only problem I have in this city is that there's no breaking tiles at all. In fact, quick look, unless you're talking about like a hill, there's not even one we could buy into. So that could be a real problem. Maybe we make this our second guild city. Maybe we hold off building an aqueduct in here. So we want to grow, obviously, for unit cap, science, etc., but we also don't want to outgrow our happiness. And since these two cities are so set up already and in motion, I don't know, I can't call it. You get the idea, though. Okay, so Nimrod picks a bad tile. Next roll will be in 14 turns, and we only have a 50% chance of picking up a good tile. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll check this. Not quite there, so we'll alert again. Time to make a great work. Let's see. So, reminder, we're Assyria. Our great works turn our libraries into barracks also. We're not currently building or buying a unit. So, yeah, let's put it in Nimrod. That way, the border growth, because I just said it was going to take 14 turns. Let's do that. And now take a look. 10 turns. I like that better. So let's do that. Okay, religion founded. Don't know, don't care. I'm going to hold off on this because there's a really good chance we can conquer this city this turn. Let me double check here. We're not going to be able to get any melee involvement. We can have as many as 2 ranged, but we probably want to kill this guy if we can. So let's see, this guy, it says he's doing 84 here. Well, I'll tell you what, let's just go ahead and move these guys in a range like this. This says 90, but that's in... No, okay, there is no D-flank. That negative is over the river. So that says 90. This says 93. That's 183. Oh, and you know what? We haven't got the Great General in range. So let's do that and check again. 97, 93. So that's 190. So yeah, we can easily get it with one shot. So we'll take this shot, put it there. Wonder why the red reticle didn't show up. There it is. Alright, so there we go. Slap, slap. Bam! We got philosophy. Alright. We want to view the city first, I suppose. No buildings. Sad but true. Let's raise it. It's going to take 2 turns. We are civil service. So let's step this guy into our borders with the intention of having him step and upgrade. This guy, I guess, we'll just go ahead and heal in place. This guy is heading down to be able to attack this city. And the general's fine where he is. He's dangling, but I don't think we get punished for that in any way. Well, the same. Let's just put him across the river. It's where he's going to end up. There's no reason to leave him dangling, so I would hate for like a barbarian horseman or whatever. I really don't see it happening, but Why take the chance? Okay, since we captured philosophy, I mean, we were going to go engineering anyways, but in the event that we captured engineering, we wouldn't have. When it comes down to going machinery or steel, it's clear that we have the same after engineering. Engineering is a requisite for both, and both have first tier of medieval 1 and one second tier of medieval. So it's the same either way. I think steel would probably be the better way to go just because we have more units like that. And also keep in mind that our next policy, if we're to follow Carl's guide, is getting professional army, which also speeds up our ability to build barracks, armories, military, and this tech contains one of those, namely the armory. But also, and I shouldn't have clicked off that just yet, here it indicates that to upgrade to longswordsman is going to be 100 per. We have 7 currently, so that would cost 700. If we were to get 33% off of that, that would be what, 233 off, so 466 on. I don't know, I might be doing the math wrong, but you get the idea. Save a lot of money. And yeah, we do have a lot of money, but like I said, I'd like to buy an aqueduct in the capital, just because once we occupied or populated the Writers Guild, the growth rate here slowed down. Now that we have civil service, it's sped back up. But you see growth in 6 and engineering in 5. So even once we have this developed, we'll hold off on using it until that. Okay, we'll take a step out here just because we know there's a camp in this direction. We gotta stumble around this river here. Okay, these guys are done, so we'll have him put a quick road tile there so that this guy can get started on the farm now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Good visibility. Nobamba is flatland, as is Ulundi. So just about everybody's been specializing in flatland, so that's really good to see. We're going to pre-build a road here, and it doesn't say 2 yet, but as soon as we hit next turn it will, so I want to stay highlighted on this worker, especially since I forgot to interrupt him on the pre-build. I always do that. When we're pre-building, we issued the command and then hit the space bar, I believe it is. I don't know, I have it programmed to my mouse. Alright, so 2 turns to growth. We checked this real quick. Still 2 turns, so let's not do that, but we'll try and remember to do that. Next turn, city connection established. Wheat, it is important to remember that this does count as fresh water, so putting a farm on either of these is +2 food. Still not great when you consider these would be 3 food, or +2 food would make these 3 food, but these would be 3 food plus a hammer. Clearly better. Let's see, is it time to swoop in? It's not. It still says he'll live. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so that means we're going to have to choose something different on the national. Or on the, yeah, okay. So that's unfortunate. Okay, these 2 are healing. I just had an idea. Once a city is burned to the ground, developed tiles can be pillaged. So how about we upgrade him here and move him over here? And the reason why I'm choosing him is because once everything's said and done, these guys will want to return to this city. We want to leave 1 ranged here to be able to take down Shaka's boats if he sends them our way once we war him. But also because we need a death squad in the east. A lot of land out here. So yeah, leaving him here means next turn he can pillage step. He can pillage step. And then he can pillage step while they, get back home. And that way all the tiles that are developed here we can actually pillage. I don't actually know if it's the city tile or not. There's one up here too. I don't know. Maybe nah. We could probably afford to take the time to test that out. I don't actually know. That would have been the kind of thing to look up beforehand, but... Okay, I'm going to address that prompt last so that after we execute it, we can remember to change it back. Right, so this guy steps here. Let's have this guy. He'll get bombarded, but so what? Let's start working on this camp. He crosses here. Now, both of these guys could actually step and shoot the camp if we need him to. Great generals in range. He's our friend, so we could trespass. I don't really see a reason to. I mean, with our scout. So let's just go like that. If this hill's available next turn, we can use it just because there's stuff. We already tried that. These guys are coming up to this camp. There's no point in making him exposed on the hill, even though we would get more visibility. It's going to take us 2 turns to get up to the sheep, so let's just do a pre-build of the farm there. See, we actually have a farm that's finishing up. But again, we're not going to actually use it just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do keep in mind we have embarkation at this point. So say this was an African forest elephant, for example. We couldn't get across here, and it would take us 2 turns to get across here. We might as well embark and then land here or whatever to get that extra movement point. Or rather, extra hex of movement. Right, worker. Worker wants to come over here to help with this guy. So let's do that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Start on 4. 1, 2, 3. Start on 4. Same thing. Okay, so there's no other way around that. What else? That's it. So that just leaves this. So when we pass the turn, we're going to have to remember to adjust our population here and adjust our construction project here. Capital can build things more quickly. Something to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind as we patrol more and more, well, I guess we can see enough, is do we plant another city to act as a staging ground to attack Shaka? Okay, somehow our lead over him is increasing. I don't know how that would be. Venice is going down, so maybe this is like relative graph. You wouldn't think so, though. No, it's got to be from here to here. They have dropped compared to themselves. So Shaka's remained steady, but we've been increasing. I don't know how we've been increasing, though. I know at one point, fairly recently, we upgraded this guy. We've been gifted units a couple times. I don't know. But anyways, the point was, do we settle a city down here just to have a staging ground for attacking him? And, well, I'll tell you what, pearls, I didn't notice that before. This is a unique luxury to us, and if we settled, say, here, we'd have another coastal city. But this is a terrible example because we'd have all food, no production. Over here, we'd have a good mix. But the problem is having a whole nother city with nothing to show for it. I'd rather just bring extra melee and as they get damaged have them sit out. Or even just bring extra melee and let them get killed than to settle a whole nother city. Because that's a temporary problem, right? Whereas settling a city, we're going to have to deal with the weight of that the entire game. And yeah, it would make up for itself if we grew it properly. But we're not quite there. We're kind of stretching the limits of what the happiness we can have will do for us. Anyways, enough babbling. Let's choose, let's say, market. And then we're going to pass the turn and immediately change back to National Epic, as well as change the population distribution of Nimrod. So let's do that. And then it says 1 to go, so this will always work. There we go. Your city converted. What city? I don't see no city. Alright. Now can we attack? Probably, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we took our human monument away. Temporary dip and stuff, but that gets him off our back. Let's see. We'll bring him 3 turns and then we get this in our border. We do have this guy here that's coming back with pre-build of roads. If we cross the river, next turn, let's say 2, we come here, pre-build 1. Next turn it says 1. We come here, and then the turn it appears. Right? We move here. It says 2. We put down a... Yep. Okay, so we can contribute 1 while we wait. Okay, let's step up on the hill. There we go. Step here too. Rough. Get some that going on. Okay. Radar just to make sure. We do have that swordsman that's garrisoned. Hey, he did lend us the hill, which is nice because now we can see whether or not we can occupy these, just to get a little visibility off the coast. Okay, so he wants to come over here. I really don't know if we can pillage city tiles or not. It says improvement. Let's try it out. So I'll pillage and step. And he's going to go here. And then just in case it doesn't work, let's pillage and step. And that way he could be the one to pillage this if this does work, and if not... Well, either way, actually. Because, yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. I want to damage this, but not so much that his bombard will finish it off. So we step here and shoot. Oh, whoops. I could have done it with both and then guaranteed to kill this turn. Oopsie. Alright, well, I guess we'll just put our shot in there then. Let's see. We'll heal up, so we'll be 75. This will be the more damage. Hopefully he goes for that, but especially since we have modifiers. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. Alright, just to double check, we did restore this construction project, and we did move this. Alright. I meant to mention at the top of the episode that in the event that this city was more like here, and its borders encompassed the shallow water, to where it would act as a stopgap for like Shaka getting over here, over to Seoul, I might have actually let him keep the city, but right now, given that this is the end of the line, if we wipe him out, all of this land is ours as far as chasing after barbarians, and that's going to lead to quite a bit of culture over the rest of the game, I would think. Okay, he did go for the camp. Sweet. Alright, so that's Nimrod. Manning that. Good deal. Alright, there's the stone finished. Soul's about to hit 6 pop. Okay. Come here. Okay. So a thought that just occurred to me is because the city is so weak, this could probably easily be a 1 siege tower city, in which case the other siege tower might want to just keep on heading west. Oh, let's do this real quick because I want to say, oh, can't pillage, can't pillage. So we step here and pillage with him. We at least get this guy across the river. There we go. Okay. That means we don't have to chase after this tile. Speaking of which, Soul wants the horses next, even though it's 4th ring. That's fine. We'll take them. Oh, whoops. A turn or two ago, it said he wanted horses, and I didn't trade with him. I remember seeing that, and I didn't act on it. Oh, well. Alright, so this gets into range now. He should be able to just take this out, right? It says 43. He has 37, yep. Alrighty. Culture. Gold. I'll take it. So we'll step and shoot. Step and shoot. And I'm with the Great General here, so it's influencing everybody. And yeah, let's just have this guy start heading west. Takes us 2 turns to get over the river either way. I'm just thinking there's going to be a traffic jam here, so let's do what we can while we can. Alright, let's hug the coast because this gets us more visibility since we have the scouting promotion. We can go this way or we can hug his borders. I kind of like the idea of hugging his borders. I wish there was a way to do it without ending on his borders, but, you know, I think it's premature for him to be all upset of our presence. Alright, so we buy that tile because if we do get Petra, this is going to be 2 and 3, and then once we develop it, 3 and 3, so that's just an incredible tile. Let's get started on it. And even if we don't get Petra, it ends up being a decent tile anyways. So let's just double check here. It says 2 turns to go. We come here, pre-build a road, interrupt. When it says 1, we move here, and then we get started as soon as it's in our borders. Alright, pre-build there. Alrighty, let's step and take a shot. And we're not ready to finish the camp off, so we'll step and come up on the hill for the visibility. There we go. What do we need to watch at this point? I don't think anything, really. So I guess we'll keep it over here. See what he shoots at. Oh, he's going to be the swordsman, of course. Oh, it's not. It's the siege tower. Interesting. No longer friends with Malacca. Alright. We've got to keep going with flat. I know somewhere we have a swordsman that's rough. Okay, salt, and it says salt and gold. He has 7 gold per turn. We can expect this to bottom out at 3, so let's try getting 7 for the pair. And he goes for it. Nice. Alright, somebody was nice enough to build a happiness wonder for us. We'll have to make sure we take that when we find it. Alright, that got +2 food just now. Sweet. Royal Library is done. So that means we're on to Circus. In fact, because we're going to capture the city this turn, I believe, and in so doing, we're probably going to put ourselves into unhappiness. Let's have this guy step to act as a flank. Says 86. We got to come up with 54. It's kind of late at night. We got to come up with 54 more. And it looks like the 2 archers have it, which means we don't have to bring him in for the sapper support. Let's just double check that. Alright, so now it says it's got 71 and we're projected to do 86. Bam! Goodbye, Korea. There we go. View city. It actually does have a building. Raise the city. 1 pop. So it's gone next turn, which is a little unfortunate because we could use some boosted healing for our swordsman here. But that's okay, because as we have west, we can take over, and this swordsman who has promotions can take over. Yeah, that's okay. It's burning down right now, in fact. Okay, let's get the rest of the train going across the river here. Yeah, even he won't be able to heal up. But that's okay, because 1 turn inside borders, and he's good to go. Okay, let's get these lovely folks put away so that some camps can spawn over here, so they actually have something to do. It is worth noting that this tile is fully pre-built on the road, so Korea must have done that for us. So when it comes time to build road, we only have to work on these 6 tiles. That's 7 total. That's not insignificant, I'm just pointing it out. So let's get started on this, because it looks like the city could use another. You can see it's working this 1-in-1 tile for whatever reason. Makes no sense to me, but whatever. Okay, so pre-build road there. 1 turn to go, so we bring him up here. Caravan. And 1 turn away from getting Petra. So let's take a look at what our caravans can do. Nineveh to Budapest. We'll take that one if we get the Petra. Nineveh to Byblos. Well, they're both going to be from Nineveh, Budapest, and Byblos. Byblos is over here from Nineveh. Does that make sense to us? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so what I want to do is name this caravan not Petra, because next turn we're going to have 2 caravans in the city of Nineveh, and I want to be able to keep track of which one's the free one. When you see... Where's currency? When you see that capital lettering free caravan, it literally means free. It's going to be maintenance free. So in the event that we need to kill a caravan, I don't know, maybe to put up a cargo ship in its place or something, we definitely don't want to kill the one that's maintenance free. Okay, it'd be nice to come here for the visibility, but I think it's more important that we get our scout over towards Shockland, especially since we can go this way and still get a really nice chunk of visibility. Let's see, 31. We are unhappy now. 68 total. This guy's got 71. So presumably, with a flank, we finish this off. Bam. Okay. Campment cleared for Hanoi. Oh, I didn't realize he wanted the camp. I must have glossed over that at some point. And he wants Taoism, which, once we get this, we'll take care of. So happiness is back in play. And, of course, next turn this will be burned down, so happiness will get even better. Nice. Ooh, look at this. Says we would do 33. Says he's got 27. Let's try it out. More culture. Look at that. All right. And here's a archer. And let's see. We have a movement point left, so we can come here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We would not be able to attack it if he stays put. So let's use that last point here. That way we can't get shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. We end up here next turn. We'll finish him off next turn. So that's a nice little surge of culture there, isn't it? Okay, we are past the half-hour mark. We're right on top of it, and any other time I would go ahead and play one more turn. But like I said, it is late for me. I'm already feeling it, making some not greatest decisions. So let's cut our losses here. Very minor. I shouldn't have put it that way. It sounds self-critical. It doesn't. It's not meant to be. But I just want to put a stop in it here. Thank you guys very much for joining me. I am having an absolute blast with this series. I do understand that we had a really killer start, but I'm really liking Assyria thus far. So I'm glad I get to share it with you guys. Please leave me a like and subscribe if you feel that I've earned it, and I'll see you in the next part. Take care.